Hey everyone, welcome to another video. This one's going to be on how to set up GZDoom to use an old game called Chex Quest 3. This is an old game, but it can utilize GZDoom to look a hell of a lot better, and you can actually play it with different high quality sounds. So let's go ahead and get this set up. I'm going to show you how to get it running with a what they call a batch file versus you having to drag and drop it to the executable, which is kind of be messy because you need to like pick them in a certain way. Well, but with the batch file, you can actually just put it in the order and launch it right through there. That way, if you have a lot of mods or a lot of WADs that you use for the different games, you can just launch it with a single click of the mouse instead of going and having to launch the actual ZDoom launcher itself. So let's go ahead and we're going to type in Chex Quest 3. We'll get that first. So we're going to go right here to this one here, ModDB. I'm going to hold that, click download. I'm going to put that in your downloads folder. Then once that's in there, we're going to go back into the browser and we're going to download GZDoom. And I use this one here, so use whatever one you want. If you have a slightly older machine, you're going to want to download this one. So go ahead, click on that, download. You're going to put that in your downloads folder. Once you have that done, just go to your downloads folder. What I'm going to do is just leave it to here, but you can extract it to any spot on your hard drive. So I'm going to right click. If you're using WinRAR, just right click, extract to, and it'll put it in the folder with the same name as the file. So once that's in there, you're going to do the same thing with Chex Quest. Extract that to there. Go inside, you're going to take out this file, Chex 3 WAD. Put that in here. Now as you can see, I have what they call a batch file up here. I'm going to show you how to make those. The easiest way to launch the WADs is going to be through this versus going through the actual, the launcher, because you have a lot of games. You're going to have to scroll to the one you want and pick it. This way it's a lot easier. So we got that in here. So basically, a batch file is literally a notepad or a text document. So you can go ahead and just right click new, text document. Once that's done, you're going to paste the code in there. Now I'm going to go into the file and show you how easy this is. So to launch it with this, you're basically going to put gzdoom.exe. That's the file that launches the game. You're going to type iWAD, the name of the WAD that you're going to launch. Now this will work for any of the WADs, whether it's Doom, Doom 2, just the name of the WAD, .wad. If you're going to load up any extras, for example, these are music files that you can use with the game. These are optional, but this is how you will make them load in the batch file. So mine is file, the name of the file, .wad, and that's for every single one that you want to load. Now with these, you have to be particular. If you're doing something like Brutal Doom, that has to come after this one. So it would be this, then the Brutal Doom, then after that file command, you would put in the extras. But with the Brutal Doom, that needs to go second after the WAD. So for here, very simple, I'm just going to cut and paste, but you're going to be typing it. So this is the notepad. So once you have that typed, you're going to go file, save as. You need to make sure save as type is set to all files. That way when you name the file, you're going to put .bat and it'll save it as a batch file. So since I already have Chex, we'll call it Chex test dot BAT. And you'll notice when it saves, instead of it looking like a notepad file, it's going to look a little bit different. As you can see, it's right there. So now, basically, you can launch the game without having to go through here, because you literally created a shortcut through a batch file. So you can go ahead and double click and it should launch the game. Now it's not going to launch the music files because they're not in here, but I'll show you that in a second here. So as you can see, it loaded it so you can hear the original sounds. So now we'll go ahead and jump out of there. So now we're going to move those music files in here. So copy, paste. So now that they're inside the folder, now they're going to launch because the commands are already in here to launch them. So remember, GZDoom.exe, iWad, whatever game you're going to launch. In this case, it's Chex Quest 3. So that's the WAD there. Anything after that, minus file, and then the name of the files. So now we're going to launch that and you're going to hear the difference in the music. So now it's actually playing the files that are embedded into the WAD file. Now the cool thing with this is I was telling you, versus you doing it through the launcher, I'm going to show you why it's more practical to do it this way. So I'm going to go in here and move all the WAD files into the folder on the left. So once those in there, see, now if you were to launch through the actual launcher, now you have all these to pick from, which you can do from here, but this is kind of annoying if you have different sound files. There's a lot of mods that'll replace certain things in the game. You don't want to have to, because normally the other way to do it, if you're doing that, would be to actually grab or highlight the files. And you see there's a good example already. So you would have to, highlight the files that you wanted. And checks like this. And you would have to load it like this. And see, that didn't work. So it could be a hit or miss. If you do just like this, it'd probably start without a prompt. Nope, see? Same thing again. So believe me, the best way to do it, it's just do it through a batch file. And let's see, we should almost be done. Now I'm going to show you real quick here the Brutal Doom with a sound file on here. So we have Doom on there. We'll put Brutal Doom in here. We'll drop that in there. And then we have this file here. So I'm going to show you how to do it where you can actually do Brutal Doom along with the music file. So I have a file here. Let me copy this one. So as you can see, there is the format I spoke of earlier. So the launcher is this, iWad, the name of the WAD, and now you're doing minus file, and the Brutal Doom needs to be launched like this, so it has to come after this WAD. Then you do minus file, and you're going to load the music. So once that's done, you're basically saving the file the same way I showed you earlier. Save as, .bat, whatever you name it. And once you launch it, it'll launch with the music files and the mod loaded. And as you can see, the logo's up there, so that's a sign that it loaded correctly. There you are. Now once you're in here, you can go in here and set up all the different settings you want as far as the graphics, widescreen, resolutions, different things you want to change can all be done by hitting escape and then choosing from the options menu. Now this format here works for all the WADs from ID. So if you have, hexen, heterec, plutonia, TNT, all those things will work with the same format I showed you. Just follow that BAT format for the batch file and you'll be good to go. Launching it that way versus having to do the launcher. That's cool because you can actually make shortcuts for it once you have that batch file done. Especially if you use WinZip, you can literally just drag that and drop it right into the bar here. And then you can launch it right from here. If you saw the video I did on WinZip, you'll notice you can go in here and just assign, icons to it. You could name it up here, run as the administrator here. And so you can keep the stuff a lot more organized. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you've never used that program before or run the GZDoom with the Brutal Doom, that is a real nice change of pace. It makes the game difficult and it adds a ton of features. Alright, you guys have a good day. We'll see you on the next video. Have a good one.